Get started. 3 cases of Contenders Draft football by player. I'm gonna get some gloves out here. See 3 cases on the table there. Welcome into the room. A few more people just came in. We're going to get started here. We got 3 unopened cases. We're going to do one at a time. 3 case break by player. Good luck, everyone. If you want to see us keep doing breaks, please join the break room or who all's in the room tonight? And who do you have? This will be one of the biggest breaks we've done yet. 3 cases of Contenders Draft. If you were with us earlier today, we got a 1/1 Jordan Love auto out of that case, as well as a couple other nice autographs. Tua Tagovailoa. Jake's looking for Tutu. We had an Ian Book auto in that one. You can use a printing plate, huh? We got 2 printing plates in the earlier case today. 2 printing plates. Yeah, that's right. We got a Zach Wilson and a Monray St. Brown in that case. You're right. Plus the 1/1 Jordan Love auto. 3 1/1s in one case. That Freiermuth, that guy could be a sleeper this year. Tight end for the Steelers. He could be a sleeper. They called him Little Gronk in Penn State. Penn State stud, Freiermuth. I actually think the Najee Harris could be a sleeper too. Everyone's going after the quarterbacks, but he could be huge for the Steelers. I remember when I was breaking cards back in 2012, seems like an eternity ago, I kept telling people, Russell Wilson's the one you want. These other guys aren't the guys you want. And it turned out to be the way it was. We're going to try to do some small breaks within the Facebook group. Maybe have to revert down to a few boxes at a time, but we want to try to keep things going until we can get back to the big case breaks again this fall. So please join the group. Please buy into the breaks. Last break we got a Waddle campus ID. We should get 3 campus IDs in this break, obviously, one per case. Got a Zach Wilson ID the other night. We're going to go through the base cards pretty quick so that we're not here till midnight. Giants Reborn, Aziz Ojulari. $18 in the room right now. If you're new to the room, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. All of our breaks will go through that YouTube channel. If you have Facebook, please join our Facebook group. Like I said, we're going to try to keep having small breaks until people all get done vacationing this summer. If you want to keep breaking with us, just buy into the groups. Okay, let's get started. Good luck, everyone. Let's get some big autos. Wagner, Chenault, Taylor, Carr, Jones, Wallace, Harris, Rogers, Sermon, Sertan, Ehlinger, and our first autograph, Joe Tryon. Joe Tryon. And I will recap all 200 and whatever autographs at the end. JJ Watt to 199. Ridley, Woods, Rivers, Singletary, Hertz, Jordan, Lamb, Watson, McCaffrey, Jones, Basham, Trey Lance, Chase, Manning, Trask, Mac Jones, and our next autograph, Tariq Black, Longhorns. I recruited some extra help to sort this one out. My granddaughter's here sorting with us today. Ronald Jones, USC, campus ticket. Henry, Rogers, Gordon, Jackson, Watt. Hawkinson, Akers, Murray, Robinson, Hill, Smith, Justin Fields, Rondell Moore, Sean Wade, Jerry Rice, and a Justin Fields. And our next autograph, Kenny Yeboah. Old Miss, tight end. I think they put every tight end that played college football last year in this product. And a Travis Kelce, campus ticket. Beasley, Chubb, White, Hopkins, Juju, Parker, Russell Wilson, Gaskin, Mayfield, Waller, Jackson, Hawkins, Williams, Rousseau, Trey Sermon, Randy Moss, and our next autograph. This is a good one. Devontae Smith, 10 of 10. Devontae Smith, bowl championship ticket, 10 of 10. Alabama. Roll Tide. Roquan Smith, Georgia. Campus ticket. Goff, Montgomery, Newton, Donald, Robinson, Howard, Jefferson, Leonard, Parker, Wilson, Jackson, Hawkins, Williams, Rousseau, Sermon, and Randy Moss. I tipped my help, just not that water help. Malcolm Kuntz. Malcolm Kuntz. I'll be tipping my granddaughter for helping tonight, I guarantee that. And a Chase Claypool campus ticket. Bob Dog. Connor, Prescott, Miller, Cooper, Johnson, Gurley, Tannehill, Howard, Jefferson, Leonard, Moore, Tom Brady, Chuba Hubbard. There's a Freiermuth. And Trevor Lawrence, Trevon Moehrig, Woodard, and a Quinton Bohanna. Quinton Bohanna. Kentucky. And an Adam Thielen campus ticket. Jones, Herbert, McLaren, Boyd, Cook, Ryan, Mixon, Jones, Smith, Gronkowski, Nico Collins, Tony, Russell Wilson, Zach Wilson, Jalen Waddle, and a Travis Etienne. Hey, Charles in the house. How you doing, Charles? Next autograph, Rashad Weaver from Pitt. Defensive end, Rashad Weaver from Pitt. Charles, you missed a good break at 5 o'clock. We got a Tua Tagovailoa autograph, a Jordan Love 101 autograph, Ian Book autograph, 2 other 101s. Here's a Kenyon Drake from 23, cracked ice. Connor, Prescott, Miller, Cooper, Johnson, Jones, Smith, Gronkowski, Gurley, Tannehill, Moore, Tom Brady, Chuba Hubbard, Freiermuth, Trevor Lawrence, Woodward, and a Dylan Reduns. Yeah, that was a big break, Dennis. You did really well on that break. You got 2 big Marshall autographs. Pulled some hits. And a Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett. The helmet swinger. Myles Garrett. Don't come to a fight without a helmet to swing. Roethlisberger, Moss, Higgins, Elliott, and Tom Brady. Thielen, Mahomes, Burrow, Fitzpatrick, Adams, Mahomes, Waddle, Lance, Moore, Trask, Murray, and a Joseph Asai, linebacker from the Texas Longhorns. Joseph Asai. And a Melvin Gordon. Call it campus ticket. Ridley, Woods, Rivers, Singletary, Hurts, Tony, Hawkins, Mahomes, Waddle, and an Austin Watkins to 23, cracked ice. 2-2 Atwell's what we're looking for here. And there's another auto, Elijah Mitchell. One of the Elijahs. There's 3 in this break. Elijah Mitchell, Ragin' Cajun. Sermon, Gaskin, Howard, Jefferson, Leonard, Parker, Wilson, Herbert, Pay, Rousseau, Pitts, Devontae Smith, Joe Burrow, and here's a big one, a ticket stub to 87, Pat Fryermuth. There's a nice one, Fryermuth. Ticket stub to 87. Nice hit there. I forget who has them, but they're in the house. And a Drew Brees campus ticket. I got to try to pull some 2-2 fire tonight. We got some unique names in these guys this year. James Conner, Prescott, Miller, Cooper, Johnson, Love, Thomas, Allen, Carson, Breeze, Trask, Mac Jones, Tylan Wallace, Najee Harris, and Aaron Rodgers. Jake getting lots of support in the chat room. Javon McKinley, Notre Dame, wide receiver. Michael Thomas, campus ticket. White, Lockett, Landry, Gibson, Cousins, and a 49, Roquan Smith, bowl ticket, Georgia. Mayfield, Waller, Hawkinson, Akers, TJ Watt, campus ticket. Everything's going to ship, guys. Everything's going to ship. Even the Cleveland Browns. We're shipping out Cleveland Browns even. Aaron Jones, Herbert, McLaren, Boyd, Cook, Bateman, Rondale Moore, Jones, Smith, Gronkowski, Gurley, Tannehill. There's a 2-2. Emmitt Smith, Micah Parsons, Trevor Lawrence, Marshall, and a Zach Wilson. Yeah, you know we're shipping base when we're shipping out Cleveland Browns cards. I think even Baker Mayfield's getting shipped on this one. James Wiggins, Cincinnati Bearcats. Charles. I gotta say I'm tired of those commercials though. Really am. Chris Carson. They were funny when they first come out, but now they're getting old. Baker Mayfield living in the stadium, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's safe to live there because no tornadoes or any other touchdowns ever happened there. Kyle Trask, Gainwell, Etienne, Roethlisberger, Moss, Higgins, Elliott, Brady, Diggs, Garrett, Claypool, Ryan, Mixon, Perrine, Molden, and a Hopkins. Yeah, we're 50 miles east of Pittsburgh. Jamar Watson from Kentucky. I'm just giving Charles a hard time and Big Dog there. Josh Allen, campus ticket. If you're new to the breaks, though, welcome. We did a ton of breaks over the last 5 weeks, 6 weeks, but we're going to be taking a break here unless we pre-sell breaks. 2 Young, Cup, Cooks, Edwards, Hilaire, TJ Watt, Allen, Peterson, Bridgewater, Matthew, Surtain, Ehlinger, Mond, Favre, Carter, Collins, and a Tariq Thompson to 99. Tariq Thompson to 99. Yeah, the funny part was when he wasn't playing very well. Well, I guess that's been pretty much the whole time, but wasn't playing very well, and they're having those commercials on. 199, Adam Thielen. Drake, Metcalf, Kamara, Stafford, Harris, Akers, Robinson, Hill, Jordan, Lamb, Basham, Lance, Chase, Manning, Trask, Jones, and a Larry Roundtree III, 20 to 23, cracked ice. Larry Roundtree. I think he's going to be pretty good. Yeah, I thought I saw the name before. You said you were new though, so Jarvis Landry to 99, conference finals ticket. Last year wasn't too bad. Of course, if you have that kind of running game. Goff, Montgomery, Newton, Donald, and Robinson. And, of course, they beat the Steelers. Or the Steelers beat themselves 21-0 pretty quick. Bridgewater, Matthew, Diggs, Garrett, Claypool, Ehlinger, Rodgers, Carter, Elliott, Justin Fields, Holland, and a Diamador Lenore. Diamador Lenore. You worked together in Myrtle Beach.
Wow.
Oh, you worked together in Myrtle Beach. Okay. And a Darius Leonard campus ticket. I could go for a job down in Myrtle Beach right now.
That's where our honeymoon was.
Roethlisberger, Moss, Higgins, Elliott, Brady, Carson, Breeze, Watt, Allen, Peterson, Freiermuth, Wallace, Mahomes, Surratt, Barkley, Williams, and a Penny Sewell. Penny Sewell, Oregon. Devontae Parker, campus ticket. To Young, Cup, Cooks, Hilaire, Fitzpatrick, Adams, Jordan Love, Thomas, Joshua Allen, Mahomes, Waddle, Lance, Moore, Trask, Murray, and a Tony Puljan from Virginia Cavaliers. Dennis, you still live in Myrtle Beach? Okay. Well, I had my honeymoon in Myrtle Beach in 1983. 1983. It was. We went back down probably 20 years later on the way home from Florida, and boy, it wasn't the same at all, the place we stayed. Kenyon Drake and a Russell Wilson. The place we stayed was really nice when we stayed there, and it was really run down when we stopped back 20 years later. Metcalf, Kamara, Stafford, Harris, Kelce, Smith, Thielen, Mahomes, Burrow, Devontae Smith, Joe Burrow, Bateman, Rondell Moore, Kadarius Toney, Hawkins, and here we go, Jalen Waddle. That's Andrew's guy, but I don't think he has him in this break. Jalen Waddle for the Dolphins. Nice hit there. and a Miles Gaskin. White, Lockett, Landry, Gibson, Cousins, Wagner, Chenault, Taylor, Carr, Jones, Marshall, Wilson, Herbert, Pay, Rousseau, Pitts, and a DJ Daniel from Georgia. Bob Dog. Bob Dog. I like that, Melanie. Bob says 1983, that's almost back as far as America was founded. To 199, Allen Robinson. Crazy thing is, I'm still married to the same lady all these years later. Ridley, Woods, Rivers, Singletary, Hertz, Jordan, Lamb, Watson, McCaffrey, Jones, and a teen. Yeah, it was called Ocean Dunes, and they had sand dunes right beside them. Ocean dunes and sand dunes, and at that time they were really nice. But when we stopped back, we asked to see the room, and I think it was the same mattress from 1983. Trask, there's a tutu. Emmett Smith, Parsons, Trevor Lawrence, and a Robert Rochelle. Bob Dog, man, okay, I quit hitting on the Browns. Bob Dog feels sorry for you, Mel. And a Baker Mayfield, Oklahoma Sooners. Ocean Dunes, yep. Henry, Rogers, Gordon, Jackson, Watt, Gaskin, Mayfield, Waller, Hawkinson, Murray, Smith, Fields, Moore, Wade, Jerry Rice, Justin Fields, and here's another stub to 51, Victor Demukaja. 51. Ticket stub. One thing I remember is we got married in late September, got down there, everything was open that night. The next day, everything was closed. Ehlinger, there's a Matt Ryan campus ticket. Jones, Herbert, McLaren, Boyd, Cook, Watson, McCaffrey, Wagner, Jones, Chenault, Wallace, Najee Harris, Aaron Rodgers, Sermon, Surtain, and a 99, Dax Milne. your Baker Mayfield base. And a Joe Mixon campus ticket. Yeah, I know it's different now because of golf mainly. Beasley, Chubb, White, Hopkins, and a Juju. Diggs, Garrett, Claypool, Ryan, Mixon, Collins, Tony, Wilson, Zach Wilson, Waddle, Etienne, and a Quentin Morris to 99, another tight end. Quentin Morris to 99. And a Stephon Diggs campus ticket. Tua, Young, Cup, Cooks, and Hilaire. Get cracking now. Only base to-dos so far. What did you guys do when you were down in Myrtle Beach working together? What kind of work did you do? Walmart, really? I used to manage a car dealership. We used to sell a manager at Walmart. Actually, he came from down your way and moved up, managed the one here local, and then moved again. His name was Dave Porter. Real nice guy. Worked for Walmart for years. Now he's working at a tractor place. He retired from Walmart and worked at a tractor place. So Dennis, what's the scoop with the cards? Is your store selling cards, or did they quit selling cards, or they have to have a police station there? We've had fights in local Walmarts over boxes of cards. I heard a lot of stores are stopping. Yep, that's what I hear. Someone did a YouTube on one of the local stores here. They had to call the cops. Someone was there for hours waiting for the vendor. He walked up and wanted some of the product, and it turned into a fight. They called the state police. Our local store here never has anything, ever. Last year I was able to buy some stuff, but since then, nothing. I've heard stories of Walmart management buying it all right off the shelf as soon as the guy leaves. But I'm sure you guys wouldn't do that. Wow, you're lucky. I tried to tip one of the vendors one time to tell me the route that he had, and he wouldn't do it. Okay, Bridgewater, Matthew, Diggs, Garrett, Claypool, Wilson, Zach Wilson, Waddle, Ateen, Moore, Tom Brady, and another ticket stub. Is that our third ticket stub? Out of 19, Kenneth Gainwell. Wow, 3 ticket stubs in one case. That's definitely a rarity. And a 199, Jalen Hurts. Yeah, some of the stores you have to go to the service counter to get anything. Drake, Metcalf, Kamara, Stafford, Harris, Kelce, Smith, Thielen, Mahomes, Burrow, Smith, Fields, Moore, Wade, Rice, Fields, and a Monty Rice. Monty Rice, linebacker, Georgia. And a Patrick Mahomes, campus ticket. Boyd, Cook, Goff, Montgomery, Newton, Jones, Chenault, Taylor, Carr, and Jones. Yep. The only bad thing, well, not the only, but the one bad thing about that is the young people coming into the hobby. If we don't continue to have young people come into the hobby, it's going to go away. Watson, McCaffrey, Wagner, Jones, Chenault, Harris, Gainwell, Watson, Zach Wilson, Kwity Paye, Kylan Hill, and a Kyle Van Noy, linebacker. Our store couldn't even keep Pokemon or Magic cards. Josh Allen, campus ticket. Beasley, Chubb, White, Hopkins, Schuster, Taylor, Carr, Jones, Kelce, Smith, Devontae Smith, Burrow, Bateman, Moore, Tony, Hawkins, and a Nick Eubanks to 23, cracked ice, Michigan. And an Aaron Rodgers campus ticket. Maybe they should make them like a thing where you spend $100, you get one ticket towards buying packs. They could always give it to a friend. Henry, Rodgers, Gordon, Jackson, Watt, Hawkinson, Akers, Murray, Robinson, Hill. There's a Tutu. Emmitt Smith, Micah Parsons, Trevor Lawrence, Marshall, Zach Wilson, and a Dayo Odeyingbo. Dayu Odeyingbo. And a Roquan Smith. Jake's in his tutu right now watching this. Jones, Herbert, McLaren, Boyd, Cook, Parker, Wilson, Gaskin, Mayfield. That's why it's good this isn't on Zoom. Waller, Perrine, Molden, Hopkins, Gainwell, Etienne, Trask, and a Jalen Phillips. Defensive end, Hurricanes. And a Travis Kelce campus ticket. Connor, Prescott, Miller, Cooper, Johnson, Gurley, Tannehill, Howard, Jefferson, and a Leonard. Surtain, Ehlinger, Mond, Favre, Carter, Collins, and a Josh Johnson running back. And a Ronald Jones running back, USC. It's rainbow. Roethlisberger, Moss, Higgins, Elliott, Brady, Ryan, Mixon, Jones, Smith, Gronkowski, Trask, Jones, Wallace, Najee Harris, Aaron Rodgers, Trey Sermon, and a Brady White. Brady White, quarterback, Memphis. Probably get to see him in the preseason a little bit. And a Derek Carr campus ticket. Wait a second, Jake and Dennis and Charles all work together? Tua, Young, Cup, Cooks, and Hilaire. Bridgewater, Matthew, Diggs, Garrett, Claypool, Rice, Fields, Basham, Lance, Chase, Manning, and a Tylan Wallace. Tylan Wallace, wide receiver. And a cracked ice to 23, Freiermuth. He threw you to the wolves, and now he wants you to brag about it. Drake, Metcalf, Kamara, Stafford, Harris, Carson, Breeze, Watt, and Allen. I see. Peterson, Sermon, Moss, Smith, Fields, Moore, Wade, and a Kerry Vincent Jr. Well, Dennis, maybe you can get me a job being that person at the front that gives you the buggy. What do they call that person? I could be that person. Jonathan Taylor, near the beach though. I want to be near the beach. Always said when I retire I want to work at Piggly Wiggly, but Walmart would be good. White, Lockett, Landry, Gibson, Cousins. There we go. Chase, Diggs, Garrett, Claypool, Ryan, Mixon, Sermon, Farley, Allen, Lawrence, and Hill. Yeah, I could be the old guy that they say, can you help carry my groceries home? Cade Johnson, College Ticket Auto. There you, boy, I'm in, Dennis. I want the job hanging out the buggies. And a J.J. Watt campus ticket. Tua, Young, Cup, Cooks, Hilaire, Watt, Allen, Peterson, Bridgewater, Matthew, Ehlinger, Rogers, Carter, Ezekiel Elliott, Fields, Javon Holland, and a Shaka Toney. Shaka Toney, Penn State linebacker, Shaka Toney. And a Joe Burrow to 199. Joe Burrow, 199. Drake, Metcalf, Kamara, Stafford, and Harris. Jackson, Hawkins, Williams, Rousseau, Sermon, Moss, and a Jason Owen. Where I'm going to run on tight or a Penn State. Jason Owe, the defensive end. Jason Owe, Penn State. You guys near Surfside Beach. And a campus ticket, Adam Thielen. Cooper, Johnson, Jones, Herbert, McLaren, Hoxton, Akers, Murray, Robinson, Hill, Collins, Tony, Wilson, Zach Wilson, Waddle, Etienne. Okay. My daughter almost moved to Surfside. And a Chris Evans to 99, Michigan. And a Greg Rousseau to 23, cracked ice. Cooks, Hilaire, Roethlisberger, Moss, Higgins, Tannehill, Howard, Jefferson, Leonard, and our campus ID, Trey Lance. Trey Lance, campus ID for this case. Trey Lance, that's a good one. I hear it's a nice area. I've never been there. Mac Jones, Terrence Marshall, Najee Harris, Gainwell, Watson, Zach Wilson, and a Patty Fisher. Patty Fisher, Northwestern. Ronald Jones, campus ticket. Gibson, Cousins, Drake, Metcalf, Kamara, Murray, Robinson, Hill, Jordan, Lamb, Hill, Chase, Parsons, Tua Tagovailoa, Mac Jones, Marshall, and a Quentin Morris, tight end. And a Travis Kelce to 99. Goff, Montgomery, Cam Newton, Aaron Donald, and Allen Robinson. Whoop. Taylor, Carr, Jones, Kelce, Smith, Pitts, Metcalf, Mond, Bateman, Collins, Tony, and a DeMar Hamlin, safety from Pitt. DeMar Hamlin, he's pretty good. Chris Carson, campus ticket. Henry, Rogers, Gordon, Jackson, Watt, Jordan, Lamb, Watson, McCaffrey, Wagner, Moore, Brady, Hubbard, Freiermuth, Trevor Lawrence, and a Woodward. And a Ben Skowronek, cracked ice to 23. And a Raekwon Smith. Elliott, Brady, Connor, Prescott, Miller, Love, Thomas, Allen, Carson, Breeze, Freiermuth, Wallace, Mahomes, Surratt, Barkley, Williams, and a Forrest Merrill. I think there's one of him in every case. Forrest Merrill. Lamar Jackson. Luckily, I was in the hobby before I got married. I started in the hobby in 81, got married in 83. Actually had collectible stores in the early 80s. White, Lockett, Landry, Gibson, Cousins, Jones, Smith, Gronkowski, Gurley, Tannehill, Parsons, Tua, Mac Jones, Marshall, Harris, Gainwell, and a Daz Newsome, North Carolina. Wide receiver. That's a good one. Daz Newsome. That's smart, Jake. Save your money. Calvin Ridley, campus ticket. You're the smart one in the group. Roethlisberger, Moss, Higgins, Elliott, and Brady. Things are a lot different now than they were in 1983. That's for sure. Hawkinson, Akers, Murray, Robinson, Hill, Chase, Peyton Manning, Trask, Mac Jones, Wallace, Najee Harris, and Adeo Odivingbo. Okay. I see. It's gambling getting up every morning, especially if you're married. And a Ezekiel Elliott, campus ticket. Aaron Jones, Justin Herbert, McLaren, Boyd, Cook, Parker, Wilson, Gaskin, Mayfield, Waller, Rondell Moore, Wade, Rice, Fields, Basham, Lance, and a Jalen Phillips to 23, cracked ice. Had a lot of cracked ice and ticket stubs and that sort of thing in this break. T. Higgins, campus ticket. Dennis. Pogs. I remember Pogs. It was going to take over the hobby. Connor, Prescott, Miller, Cooper, Johnson, Gurley, Tannehill, Howard, Jefferson, Leonard, Williams, Rousseau, Sermon, Moss, Smith, and Fields. And a Shane Simpson, running back, Virginia. Zach Moss, campus ticket. Roethlisberger, Moss, Higgins, Elliott, Brady, Ryan, Mixon, Jones, Smith, Gronkowski, Hubbard, Freiermuth, Lawrence, Woodward, Jackson, Hawkins, and a Noah Gray, tight end. Good night, Dennis. And a Roethlisberger, campus ticket. He's got to get out of the TV department before he gets caught. Tua, Young, Cup, Cooks, Hilaire, Carson, Breeze, Watt, Allen, Peterson, Pitts, Metcalf, Mond, Bateman, Collins, Tony, and another stub to 56 to Daryl Slayton. I think that's our fourth ticket stub auto this break, this case. We're still on the first case. And a campus ticket, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. White, Lockett, Landry, Gibson, Cousins, Parker, Wilson, Gaskin, Mayfield, Waller, and a Kwity Paye. I'm just joking, Dennis. You know that. Hill, Pitts, Metcalf, Mond, Bateman, and a redemption. This is a big redemption too, guys. Mac Jones, RPS College Ticket Premium Edition Gold. Mac Jones. Nice one there. It's a pretty good case. And it's only the first of 3. And a Travis Kelce. Stafford, Harris, Tagovailoa, Young, Cup, Watt, Allen, Peterson, Bridgewater, Matthew, Williams, Rousseau, Sermon, Moss, Smith, Fields, and another Dax Milne. And a Devontae Parker to 199. Hawkins, Drake, Metcalf, Kamara, Stafford, Harris, Love, Thomas, Allen, Carson, Breeze, Hubbard, Freiermuth, Lawrence, Woodward, and Lamar Jackson. Milkney, okay. We'll try that. How about this one? Simi Fehoko. Simi Fehoko. And a TJ Watt campus ticket. White, Lockett, Landry, Gibson, Cousins, Thielen, Mahomes, Burrows, Fitzpatrick, Adams, Wilson, Zach Wilson, Waddle, Etienne, Moore, Brady, and a Jordan Smith defensive end. And a Drew Brees campus ticket. Watt, Allen, Peterson, Bridgewater, Matthew, Pay, Hill, Pitts, Metcalf, Mond, Bateman, and a Racy McMath. Racy McMath, LSU. I don't know if Kelly has them this time or not. Don't see her in the room, but she might be. Or he. I'm not sure if it's a he or she. Jonathan Taylor, 199. Drake, Metcalf, Kamara, Stafford, Harris, Ridley, Woods, Rivers, Singletary, and Hurts. Oh, Kelly doesn't have them this time. He doesn't have them this time. Okay. Who knows how many of them are going to hit in 3 cases? How do I get some Michigan guys? We've had a few Michigan guys. I'll recap all 220 or 30 autographs at the end. 36 in the room. 3-case break. Break number 110 in case you're just joining us. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. And join our Facebook group, Liquidations Break Room. We have a break available in there right now. Random for this product here. Okay, this is the end of the first case. What's on the table will be the end of the first case. Thielen, Mahomes, Burrows, Fitzpatrick, Adams, Hopkins, Gainwell, Ateen, Trask, there's a 2-2, Smith, and a Creed Humphrey. And a Jalen Smith campus ticket. Harris, Ridley, Woods, Rivers, Singletary, Hertz, Watts, Allen, Peterson, Bridgewater, Matthew, Russo, Pitts, Smith, Burrow, Bateman, Moore, and a Jordan Smith. And a 199 LaVisca Chenault. Drake, Metcalf, Kamara, and Stafford. Jones, Smith, Gronkowski, Gurley, Tannehill, Trask, Murray, Freiermuth, Wallace, Mahomes, Surratt, and here's a Michigan. Look at that Michigan. Nico Collins, Desmond Howard duel. Look at that one. /23, cracked ice. We're going to have to roll the dice on that one. That's the first duel I've seen. Let me get my dice out. So far, yeah. So 1, 2, 3 will go to Desmond Howard. 4, 5, 6 will go to Nico Collins. Here we go, guys. It's a 3. Desmond Howard. Desmond Howard. I didn't even know there was duels in this. I've already broke like 5 cases of this. That's the first one. That'll go to Desmond Howard. And a Tannehill campus ticket. Roethlisberger, Moss, Higgins, Elliott, Brady, Diggs, Garrett, Claypool, Ryan, Mixon, Tony, Hawkins, Mahomes, Waddle, Lance, Moore, and an Elijah Moore. Ole Miss. One of the Elijahs. Elijah Moore. And a Gurley campus ticket. Tungaviola, Young, Cup, Cooks, Hilaire, Love, Thomas, Allen, Carson, Breeze, Parsons, Trevor Lawrence, Marshall, Zach Wilson, Justin Herbert, and a Kwity Paye. And a second, Damar Hamlin. This one to 99. Damar Hamlin to 99. And a Gronkowski campus ticket. White, Lockett, Landry, Gibson, Cousins, Taylor, Carr, Jones, Kelce, Smith, Mond, Favre, Carter, Collins, Perrine, Molden, and a Shee Smith. Shee Smith, wide receiver. And a Daniel Jones campus ticket. Henry, Rogers, Gordon, Jackson, and Watt. Watson, McCaffrey, Wagner, Jones, Chenault, Mahomes, Surratt, Barkley, Williams, Ehlinger, Rogers, and we haven't had this guy yet, Alex Leatherwood. Surprised it took this long to get him. He's in every case, I think. And a Keaton Allen campus ticket. Beasley, Chubb, White, Hopkins, Schuster, Thielen, Mahomes, Burrow, Fitzpatrick, Adams, Allen, Lawrence, Hill, Chase, Parsons, Tua Tagovailoa, and a Mark Webb, Georgia. And a Teddy Bridgewater campus ticket. Ridley, Woods, Rivers, Singletary, and Hurts. Gaskin, Mayfield, Waller, Hawkinson, Akers, Bateman, Moore, Tony, Hawkins, Mahomes, Waddle, and a Wyatt Davis, guard, Ohio State. Adam Thielen, campus ticket. Jones, Herbert, McLaren, Boyd, Cook, Watson, McCaffrey, Jones, Chenault, Wagner, Mahomes, Surratt, Barkley, Williams, Ehlinger, Rogers. Joshua Bledsoe. Patrick Mahomes, campus ticket.
Our helper only stayed for 15 minutes.
What?
Our helper only stayed for 15 minutes.
Beasley, Chubb, White, Hopkins, and Schuster. Thielen, Mahomes, Burrow, Fitzpatrick, Adams, Allen, Lawrence, Hill, Chase, Parsons, Tua, and a Jonathan Adams. Devin Singletary, campus ticket. Ridley, Woods, Rivers, Singletary, Hurts, Taylor, Carr, Jones, Kelce, Smith, Carter, Elliott, Fields, Holland, Sermon, Farley, and a Dwayne Eskridge. Dwayne Eskridge. Phillip Rivers, campus ticket. Henry, Rogers, Gordon, Jackson, and Watt. Murray, Robinson, Hill, Jordan, Lamb, Lance, Moore, Trask, Murray, Fryermuth, Wallace, and a Hamilcar Rashad to 99. Hamilcar Rashard to 99. And then 199, Christian McCaffrey. Goff, Montgomery, Newton, Donald, Robinson, Howard, Jefferson, Leonard, Parker, Wilson, Herbert, Pay, Rousseau, Pitts, Smith, Burrow, and a Matt Bushman, tight end. Matt Bushman. And a Raekwon Smith, campus ticket. Connor, Prescott, Miller, Cooper, Johnson, Love, Thomas, Allen, Carson, Breeze, Mac Jones, Marshall, Najee Harris, Gainwell, Watson, and Zach Wilson. One more small stack here, and we'll be done with one case. There's a Matthew campus ticket. Devin White, Lockett, Landry, Gibson, Cousins, Taylor, Carr, Jones, Kelce, Smith, Carter, Elliott, Fields, Holland, Sermon, Farley, and an Aaron Robinson, UCF. And an Adrian Peterson campus ticket. Rogers, Henry, Gordon, Jackson, Watt, Murray, Robinson, Hill, Jordan, Lamb, Lance, Moore, Trask, Murray, Fryermuth, Wallace, and a Tim Jones, wide receiver. And a 49, David Montgomery, bowl ticket. Goff, Montgomery, Newton, Donald, and Robinson. One case down. One case down. Second case. Go get me a water. It's a good time to take a restroom break, guys. If you need to use the restroom, now's the time. While I break all these boxes open. So the 5 o'clock case had 3 101s. First case here, 0 101s. Strange how these cases are set up. You're not allowed to stay.
Something like that.
And both had 022 autos, yeah. You would think with 3 cases we would get at least one. You would think. Yesterday we got a Justin Fields auto. Today we got a Tua Tagovailoa and a Jordan Love auto. Well, that's right, and we got the Zach Wilson, I forgot, yeah. That was one of the 3 one-on-ones. Okay, next case. Packs are all on the table.
What are those big stacks?
Ones I haven't looked at yet. Allen, Peterson, Bridgewater, Matthey, Diggs, Trask, Jones, Wallace, Harris, Rogers, Sermon, and a Davion Nixon, Iowa. Teddy Bridgewater to 99. Landry, Gibson, Cousins, Drake, Metcalf. Gronkowski, Gurley, Tannehill, Howard, Jefferson, Wilson, Zach Wilson, Waddle, Etienne, Moore, Brady. Let me go back a little bit here. And a Benny Snell to 25. Benny Snell football. 25. His uncle played for the Jets in the Super Bowl with Joe Namath. Phillip Rivers. McLaren, Boyd, Cook, Goff, Montgomery, Garrett, Claypool, Ryan, Mixon, Jones, Elliott, Fields, Holland, Sermon, Farley, Allen, and a Trayvon Morig, TCU. Tyler Boyd, campus ticket. Kamara, Stafford, Harris, Tagovailoa, Young, Allen, Peterson, Bridgewater, Matthey, Diggs, Surratt, Barkley, Williams, Ehlinger, Rogers, and Carter. Okay, Jake. Shane Simpson. Maybe we'll get a tutu while you're gone. If we do, I'll set it aside till you come back. And a Teddy Bridgewater to 10. Teddy to 10. Landry, Gibson, Cousins, Drake, Metcalf, Thomas, Allen, Carson, Breeze, Watt, Moore, Trask, Murray, Freiermuth, Wallace, Mahomes, and a Ben Mason from Michigan. And a McLaren campus ticket. Rivers, Singletary, Hurts, White, Lockett, Mahomes, Burrow, Fitzpatrick, Adams, and Love. Moore, Tony, Hawkins, Mahomes, Waddle, Lance, and a Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams, North Carolina, premium ticket. And a campus ticket. Herbert. Gordon, Jackson, Watt, Ridley, Woods, Carr, Jones, Kelce, Smith, Thielen, Pay, Rousseau, Pitts, Smith, Burrow, Bateman, and a Tyler Shelvin, LSU. And an Aaron Jones campus ticket. White, Hopkins, Juju, Henry, Rogers, McCaffrey, Wagner, Jones, Chenault, and Taylor. Emmett, Micah, Trevor Lawrence, Terrence Marshall, Zach Wilson, Justin Herbert, and a Davion Nixon. I think that's the second one of him at least. And a Deontay Johnson. Newsome, Donald, Robinson, Beasley, Chubb, Jordan, Lamb, Watson, McCaffrey, Jones, Hawkins, Williams, Rousseau, Sermon, Moss, Smith, and a De'Ami Brown, North Carolina. Michael Thomas, campus ticket. And a James Wiggins, 9 of 10. 9 of 10 bowl championship ticket. Cup, Cooks, Hilaire, Roethlisberger, Moss, Hawkinson, Akers, Murray, Robinson, Hill, Brady, Hubbard, Freiermuth, Lawrence, Woodward, and Lamar Jackson. And a 199, Jordan Love. Kamara, Stafford, Harris, Tagovailoa, Young, Parker, Wilson, Gaskin, Mayfield, Waller, Tony, Wilson, Zach Wilson, Waddle, Etienne, Moore, and a Jacoby Stevens, LSU, safety. Jordan Love, campus ticket. Landry, Gibson, Cousins, Drake, Metcalf, Gurley, Tannehill, Howard, Jefferson, Leonard, Hill, Pitts, Metcalf, Mond, Bateman, and Nico Collins. And AO, plays for Notre Dame. AO, Devontae Adams. Rogers, Rivers, Singletary, Hurts, White, Lockett. Ryan, Mixon, Jones, Smith, Gronkowski, Marshall, Najee Harris, Gainwell, Watson, Zach Wilson, Pay, and a Damon Hazelton. And a Minka Fitzpatrick campus ticket. Gordon, Jacobs, Watt, Ridley, Wood, Bridgewater, Matthey, Diggs, Garrett, Claypool, Lawrence, Hill, Chase, Parsons, Tua, Mac Jones, and a Jonathan Adams to 99. And a Joe Burrow campus ticket. White, Hopkins, Schuster, and a Henry. Gronkowski, Gurley, Tannehill, Howard, Jefferson, Rice, Fields, Basham, Lance, Chase, Manning, and a Penei Sewell. And a Calvin Ridley campus ticket. White, Hopkins, Schuster, Henry, Rogers, Allen, Carson, Breeze, Watt, Allen, Waddle, Etienne, Moore, Brady, Hubbard, Freiermuth, and a Thomas Graham Jr., Oregon. I think that's the first one of him we've gotten. And a Melvin Gordon III campus ticket. Miller, Cooper, Johnson, Jones, and Herbert. Waller, Hawkinson, Akers, Murray, Robinson, Surtain, Ehlinger, Mond, Favre, Carter, Collins, and a Robert Rochelle. And a Robert Woods, USC. I think the recap for this will take longer than a lot of breaks take. Rivers, Singletary, Hurts, White, Lockett, Burrow, Fitzpatrick, Adams, Love, Thomas, Bateman, Moore, Tony, Hawkins, Mahomes, Waddle, and a Tariq Black. Longhorns. And at conference finals, Juju Smith-Schuster to 99. Rodgers, Higgins, Elliott, Brady, Connor, Prescott, Peterson, Bridgewater, Matthey, Diggs, Garrett, Mahomes, Surratt, Barkley, Williams, and Ehlinger. Here's a UFC player you can tell by the name. Talanoa Hufanga. Talanoa Hufanga, USC. And a Michael Thomas campus ticket. McLaren, Boyd, Cook, Goff, Montgomery, Allen, Carson, Breeze, Watt, Allen, Lance, Moore, Trask, Murray, and a Freiermuth, Wallace, and a Richie Grant, UCF. And a Jordan Love campus ticket. Miller, Cooper, Johnson, Jones, Herbert, Wagner, Jones, Chenault, Taylor, Carr, there's a Tutu, Smith, Parsons, Trevor Lawrence, Marshall, Wilson, and then there's a good one, Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle, Alabama. I think that's the second of him. A lot of these have little chips on the corners, I've noticed, where the color is. Just little, like the little bit of coloring came off. Noticed it on quite a few. Campus ticket, Fitzpatrick. Camara, Stafford, Harris, Tagovailoa, Young, Hill, Jordan, Lamb, Watson, McCaffrey, Perrine, Molden, Hopkins, Gainwell, Etienne, Trask, and a Joshua Kaindu. Joshua Kaindu, Florida State. And a Joe Burrow campus ticket. Landry, Gibson, Cousins, Drake, Metcalf, Claypool, Ryan, Mixon, Jones, Smith, Pitts, Metcalf, Mond, Bateman, Collins, Anatoni. And a Marlon Williams, wide receiver, UCF. Jarvis Landry to 199. Miller, Cooper, Johnson, Jones, Herbert, Peterson, Bridgewater, Matthew, Diggs, Garrett, Harris, Gainwell, Watson, Zach Wilson, Kwity Paye, Kylan Hill, and a ticket stub to 17 of Racey McMath. Ticket stub to 17. We had a bunch of ticket stubs in the last case. And a Patrick Mahomes campus ticket. Higgins, Elliott, Brady, Connor, Prescott, Leonard, Parker, Wilson, Gaskin, Mayfield, Hubbard, Freiermuth, Tracy Lawrence, or Trevor Lawrence, Tracy Lawrence, yeah, sing us a song. Woodward, Jackson, Hawkins, and a Peyton Turner, defensive end. I think that's the first one of him. Peyton Turner from Houston. And a Devin Singletary. Yeah, Kelly, you don't have him this time, huh? Newton, Donald, Robinson, Beasley, Chubb, Hill, Jordan, Lamb, Watson, McCaffrey, Moore, Wade, Rice, Fields, Basham, Lance, and a Ramondre Stevenson, Sooners. Must not be any books in the hospitals with kids' names in them. Campus ticket, Devin Singletary. Gordon, Jackson, Watt, Ridley, Woods. Waller, Hawkinson, Akers, Murray, Robinson, Williams, Rousseau, Sermon, Moss, Smith, Fields, and another Jordan Smith. Third or fourth Jordan Smith, I think. Jalen Hurts, ticket. White, Hopkins, Schuster, Henry, and Rogers. Crack some more packs. Anybody in here isn't a member of our Facebook group, please join. We got a break in there we need to fill. Half a case of this product by last name, first letter of last name. You get an L, you get Lance, you get Lawrence, you get whoever, everybody with an L. W, you get Zach Wilson, Russell Wilson, whoever else W's. Cheap way to get a bunch of different guys. And you might get a shot at a big guy. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do that. Hit subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. No Jamar Chase autos yet. This break. Okay, let's go again. Jones, Kelce, Smith, Thielen, Mahomes, Hopkins, Gainwell, Latine, Trask, Tutu, Smith, and a Matt Bushman. And a Ben Roethlisberger. You guys want me to keep calling out all the base, or you just want me to show the autos and the And the campus tickets, we can do that. Let me know. Landry, Gibson, Cousins, Drake, Metcalf, Jones, Wagner, Chenault, Taylor, Carr, Mond, Favre, Carter, Collins, Perrine, Molden, and a Jacob Harris, UCF wide receiver. And a 49, LaVisca Chenault, bowl ticket, Jaguar. Rivers, Singletary, Hertz, White, and Lockett. Bad to the bone 3 says just call out the hits. What do you guys, anyone else want to put a comment on that? Allen, Carson, Breeze, Watt, Allen, Rousseau, Pitts, Smith, Burrow, Bateman, Moore, and a Jamar Watson, Kentucky. Just the hits, votes 2. Anyone else? T. Higgins, campus ticket. Hits are good with me. Okay, we'll do it that way. It'll be a lot quicker for you guys. You're number 4, actually. Of course, we mail out everything. It's not going to change anything about that. Jalen Darden, auto. T. Higgins, $1.99. And a William Bradley King. William Bradley King, defensive end. And again, I'll recap all the autographs at the end. All 200 and however many. Ezekiel Elliott, campus ticket. Benjamin St. Just. And a Zach Moss, campus ticket. Sean Wade to 99, Ohio State cornerback. Yes, I have pulled a Pitts. I think a lot yesterday. Teddy Bridgewater to 199. Tony Poljan. I think that's the second or third one of him. And a TJ Watt, campus ticket. And an Elijah Moore to 23, cracked ice, Ole Miss, wide receiver Elijah Moore, cracked ice. And a Lamar Jackson campus ticket. And a Kenny Yeboah, Old Miss. Devontae Adams, campus ticket. Cut Cooks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had a pitch yesterday. Benjamin St. Just. I know we've had at least a couple of him tonight. And a Juju campus ticket. And a Tim Jones, wide receiver. I think that's the first Tim Jones we've had. And a Kyler Murray to 99. Connor, there's been some Bateman. I don't know about autographs, but there's been Batemans. This video will go up once we're done as well. There's a Jamar Jefferson, running back. I'm going to recap all the autos at the end, Connor, if you're still with us. And a DeAndre Hopkins. And a Davis Mills, Stanford. Melvin Gordon. And a Shakatoni, Penn State. Shakatoni, I think that's our second Shakatoni. Aaron Rodgers. And a Malcolm Kuntz. Malcolm Kuntz. Derrick Henry. And a Nick Bolton. There we go. Who was looking for Nick Bolton right there? Nick Bolton. Must be a rare one. Bob Dog. Bob Dog was looking for Bolton. There it is. Philip Rivers, 199. There you go. We get all the big hits here. And a B.J. Emmons, running back. B.J. Emmons. Heck, we have another case. We might get another one for you. Jalen Hurts. I swear these are all in the exact same order. Keith Taylor. Keith Taylor. I think that's the first Keith Taylor autograph we've gotten. Patrick Mahomes. And a Mark Webb, Georgia, Mark Webb. And 7 of 10. Lamar Jackson, 7 of 10. Every way I looked at it, it looked different. Bowl championship ticket. And another Alex Leatherwood. This one to 99. Alex Leatherwood. And a James Robinson ticket. And a Nick Eubanks, Michigan tight end, Nick Eubanks. Kyler Murray. And a ticket stub, Steven Sims Jr. Steven Sims Jr. to 11, number 1 of 11. That's our second stub in this case. 4 in the last case. Jarvis Landry. Spencer Brown, running back. Tyler Lockett. And an Osborne, Jamon Osborne, Texas A&M. Devin White. Sam Ehlinger, cracked ice to 23. That's a good one there. Sam Ehlinger to 23, Texas Longhorns. Kirk Cousins. Jabril Cox, LSU. And a Tyler Lockett to 199. My sweaters don't realize I start calling out names. They're getting behind. They don't know it yet. Where do they walk in here? Sean Davis, Gators. Antonio Gibson. And another Ben Mason, Michigan fullback. Devin Singletary. And another stub. 101. We got a 101. 101 ticket stub. Nico Collins, Michigan. There's a nice hit for somebody. 101 Nico Collins. Ticket stub, Michigan. Somebody got a nice hit there. Lots of ticket stubs in these cases. We didn't have this many before. Phillip Rivers. Open the rest of the packs. And then there'll be one more case after this. We've been on live for 2.5 hours right now. I guess a half hour was just setting up the camera though. 2 hours so far on the break. We're almost done with the second case. That's pretty good. Anyone getting any hits out there besides, I know we need to get Tutu yet. Finally got a Bolton. Starting to wonder if Bob Dog made that name up. Trey Smiths. I don't know. I'm going to recap all the autos at the end. There'll be 220 or so autographs at the end between the three cases, like 74 in each case. So. Ehlinger, yeah, that was a good one. Okay, this is the rest of case 2. William Bradley King. I think that's Baylor, but I'm not sure. David Montgomery. Jamar Watson. Jamar Watson, Kentucky. To 23, Tylan Wallace. To 23, cracked ice. Creed Humphrey, Sooners. That's at least 2 of him. Jared Goff. Matt Bushman, 2 or 3 of him tonight. Delvin Cook. Jarrett Patterson. Jarrett Patterson, running back. Tyler Boyd. Austin Watkins, the 99, wide receiver. Cam Akers. Brandon Eccles, Kentucky. Brandon Eccles, cornerback, Kentucky. Tyreek Hill. And a Jalen Darden again. It's got to be 3 or 4, maybe 5 of him. I don't know. A bunch. And our sorters just figured out that we're way ahead of them. Cameron Jordan. And a Zach Wilson to 10. 3 of 10. Bowl championship ticket. Zach Wilson. There's a good one there. 3 of 10. Nice hit there. Whoever has Zach Wilson tonight. Nice hit there. Michael Thomas, Ohio State. And our Mac Jones is our campus ID for this case. Mac Jones. Nice hit there. Mac Jones, Alabama. Campus ID. Patty Fisher, Northwestern linebacker. Jordan Love. Tyler Vaughns, USC wide receiver. Josh Allen. UCLA, Osa Odighizuwa. Drew Brees. And another Jason Owe. That's a second, I believe. Jason Owe, Penn State. Chris Carson. Trey Regis, Ragin' Cajuns. And a 99, 199, Xavier Howard, 199. Anthony Schwartz to 99. Anthony Schwartz, Auburn. Cam Newton. And that's it for case 2. 1 and 2 are down. 1 to go. Good luck, everyone. Last case. Your helper let us stay. Okay, all the packs on the table. Okay, let's get started, guys. Tim Jones. Tim Jones. And a 199, Jordan Love. Derek Carr, 4 of 10. Derek Carr, Bowl Championship ticket auto. There's a nice one. Derek Carr to 10. Someone probably got that spot cheap. Anna Minka. And Elijah Moore. I think that's the second or third Elijah Moore. Ole Miss. Oh yeah, 4 of 10. Jersey number. You're right. Devontae Adams. Shy Smith. Shy Smith. I think a third one of him. DeAndre Hopkins. Jonathan Adams Jr. again. Juju Smith. Schuster. And a Simi Fehoko and a Kirk Cousins to 199. Oh, I keep hitting this stupid thing. Chubb. And a CJ Maribel. I think that's the first of him tonight. And a Bobby Wagner. Kerry Vincent to 99. Kerry Vincent, LSU to 99. Sean Watson. KJ Costello, quarterback, Mississippi State. And a Bobby Wagner to 199. And a 101, Javian Hawkins, 101, printing plate auto, 101. Christian McCaffrey. And another Racy McMath. Racy McMath, LSU. And a Cornell Powell. Cornell Powell, Clemson. Delvin Cook. And another Creed Humphrey from the Sooners. Melvin Gordon. Patrick Johnson, the 99. Robert Woods. Spencer Brown. Joe Burrow. Hey, Andrew. We got a couple Waddle autographs, but I noticed you don't have them today. We also got a Waddle Campus ID. Rogers. Ramondre Stevenson and a Jared Goff campus ticket. Baron Browning, Ohio State, and a LaVisca Chenault campus ticket. Yeah, we're going to do a recap of all the autos at the end. All 220 or whatever it is. And there's another ticket stub to 15. Jalen Phillips to 15 ticket stub. I think that's our third ticket stub this case. Or no, this is a new case. That's the first one this case. And a Julio Jones. And a Caden Stearns. Caden Stearns, Texas Longhorns. Jordan Love. There's a Hamilcar Rashad. Michael Thomas. Walker Little, Stanford. Here's a Nico Collins to 23, cracked ice. To go with that nice, I think we got an autograph of him, maybe not. We had a duel, but I think it went to Desmond Howard. Wow, a 10, that's a pretty good one. We got a Tua auto in the last break. Tua Tagovailoa. We got a Jordan Love auto in the last break. And a Zach Wilson printing plate 101. We had 3 101s in the 5 o'clock break. We've had a ton of ticket stubs in this break between the 3 cases. I didn't know either, so I pulled it. I was as surprised as you. Boy, I hope so, Bob Dog. I hope it is. They're saying that quarterback they picked up for basically league minimum from the Redskins is doing really well at camp. Here's a Levy on Wuzurek, something like that. Levi on Wuzurki. Haskins, yeah. They said he's having the best camp of all the quarterbacks in Pittsburgh. To 199, Adrian Peterson. He doesn't have a chance of beating out Ben because that's a foregone conclusion, but 1 year sitting behind Ben, he might be the ticket. Might be good to pick up some Haskins cheap while he's really not playing. Elijah Mitchell. Ragin' Cajun. Can't say Redskins anymore, but you can say Ragin' Cajun. Okay. Matthew. Why do you think Najee's going to be a problem? That guy's aces. I don't know if you know, he grew up a lot of his life in a homeless shelter. Joshua Bledsoe to 23, cracked ice. The day of the draft where everybody else rented big halls and had big things catered in and whatever for the draft, to watch the draft. He went to a homeless shelter where he was raised and bought pizza for everybody. Guy seems like aces. Kelvin Ridley, Alabama. He's loved in Pittsburgh right now. And it's the second one of this guy, Talanoa Hufanga. Yeah, he is an amazing story. Went to a Pirate game the other day. Nobody goes to Pirate games. Like to see a good guy like that do well. Devontae Adams. Hopefully Big Ben will hand him the ball every once in a while, instead of throwing it 3 yards down the field. You're right. He might have had to play. He probably shouldn't have showed up. He might have had to play. Christian Barmore, Alabama. Though I'll tell you what, Key Brian Hayes is a special player. That guy's going to be fantastic. It's whether or not they'll be able to sign him back. Robert Woods, 49. Whether they'll be able to sign him back or not. They tried to extend him and he didn't sign. He didn't want to do it. And another Quentin Bohanna. No, that was at 5 o'clock today. Kelvin Ridley. The video's already up on YouTube for the 12 box. On eBay, we have a random 6 box for this product. It'll be based on the player's last name. It'll be alphabet, 21 spots. We took out five spots that didn't have any players or only had one player. Javon Holland, Oregon. There's also in the break room, liquidation break room Facebook page, the same type of break, $5 cheaper because we don't have to pay any eBay fees. Join the room, you can get into that break as well. Because of summer, we won't be doing as many breaks. This will be the last one unless we do the ones in the room. Yeboah, Kenny Yeboah, I think that's the third one of him at least. Daniel Jones to 99. They signed a bunch of guys and drafted some guys. I don't know. They got rid of their offensive line coach. That was probably a good thing. Biggest problem is they let their good offensive line coach go to Denver. That's when things started going downhill. There's a Terrence Marshall Jr. There's a good hit. LSU, Terrence Marshall Jr. Keenan Allen. Benjamin St. Just. Number 3 or 4 of him. Cam Newton. Just saw a thing today, 99 days till the first day, the first real game for the Steelers, 99 days. That doesn't sound very far away. Spencer Brown. Of course, they'll be playing in the Hall of Fame game, since most of their players end up there, Bob Dog. And a Tyler Boyd. How many Browns are going in the Hall of Fame this year? I forget. I think there's, 5 or 6 Steelers. And a Patrick Jones to 99 from Pitt. Michael Thomas to 199. Benny Snell Jr. to 23, cracked ice. I think that's the second one, and I think they were both cracked ice. Benny Snell Jr. He might be on the outside looking in Pittsburgh. Keenan Allen. Luke Farrell, Ohio State tight end. Luke Farrell. Lamar Jackson. What's the scoop on McFarland? I think with Najee coming in, that's pretty much is going to do all of them in. Here's an Ian Book to 99. There's a nice hit. Ian Book to 99. And a Drew Brees to 99. And a Trey Sermon. There's another good one. To 99. Trey Sermon, Ohio State running back. Some of these guys almost put you to sleep, and then all of a sudden you get a decent hit. J.J. Watt. Cameron Bynum from Cal. We've had a couple of him, I think. And a Derrick Henry. Yeah, I think they looked at McFarland as a third down back, and Najee's definitely a third down back. So, Hamza Nasruddin, Florida State. Aaron Rodgers. And an Ambry Thomas, Michigan cornerback. And a Roquan Smith, 99. Peyton Turner, Houston, second one of him at least. I'll recap all 200 and some autos here at the end. Stephon Diggs. And a Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen, UCLA auto. Josh Rosen. Didn't realize he was even in this product. Myles Garrett. Brandon Smith, wide receiver. Brandon Smith. Adrian Peterson. And a Jarrett Patterson. Jarrett Patterson, running back. Teddy Bridgewater. Okay, last of the packs on the table. We need a Bateman. Still need a Tutu too. Javon McKinley, Notre Dame. Josh Allen. Still can't believe there was a Josh Rosen in here. Is he even playing for anybody? Emir Smith Marset. First one of him tonight. Chris Carson. Larry Roundtree III. I think that's the second auto of him. Drew Brees. Darius Stills, WVU, West Virginia, defensive tackle. TJ Watt. And another ticket stub to 58, Penei Sewell. Penei Sewell, ticket stub to 58. Anaminka. And a Trey McKitty. There's a 101. McKitty. Trey McKitty, 101, Georgia. Trey McKitty, 101, Georgia. Still need a Jamar Chase, you're right. Joe Burrow. And a Kyle Pitts. Someone was looking for a Pitts earlier. Kyle Pitts, tight end, Gators. Robert Woods. Joshua Candu. TJ Watt. And another Penei Sewell. Adrian Peterson. Tommy Togia, 23, cracked ice. Tommy Togi. Yeah, it's crazy how these cases are set up. I don't understand it. Matthew. Israel Mukamaku or something like that. David Montgomery. Tylan Wallace. Justin Jefferson. And a Trey Nixon, UCF. Aaron Donald. Two stacks left here. We needed a Z's and a Bateman and a Chase. And a Jamon Osborne. Allen Robinson. Demetric Felton, UCLA. Demetric Felton. Cole Beasley. Sean Davis. Miles Garrett, or Gaskin /49. Miles Gaskin /49. Sean Wade, Ohio State. Nick Chubb. Ronnie Brown, running back, Auburn. Tre'Davious White. Baron Browning, Ohio State. Melvin Gordon, cracked ice to 23. Trayvon Morig, TCU. Russell Wilson. B.J. Emmons, running back. Devontae Parker. To Daryl Slayton to 99. To Daryl Slayton, Gators to 99. Delvin Cook to 199. Chris Evans, Michigan running back. I see a redemption coming up. So far, those have been pretty big in this product. That's what the Justin Fields was. Antonio Gibson. And a redemption. Look at that. Justin Fields, RPS College Campus Ticket Variation B. That's exactly what we got at Saturday night. Card number 104, Justin Fields. There's a nice big hit for somebody. Justin Fields. Somebody got something good there. Yeah, you were wrong. Landry, but there's still some left here. You never know. Ooh, there's our campus ID, Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard, campus ID. Patty Fisher, Northwestern. Tyler Lockett. From UCLA, Osa O. Osa O. Kenyon Drake. And a 101 printing plate, auto, Carlos Basham Jr. Printing plate, auto, 101. Nice 101 there. Carlos Basham Jr., 101. Kirk Cousins. And a Tyler Vaughns, USC. And a 199, Jalen Hurts. I honestly don't remember. The video's up though, and we did a recap at the end of it. Brandy White, Memphis quarterback. Brady White, I'm sorry. Brady White. It's been a long day. Leonard. I'm going to recap all these autos here in a minute. That's the last of the 3 cases, guys. Thanks for participating. Thanks for buying in. If you're interested in doing more breaks with us, go to Liquidation Breaks Room, get into that break, or there's one random on eBay. See how they go. We'll go from there. Vaughns, OO from UCLA, Justin Fields, Emons, Morig, Browning, Wade, Davis, Osborne, Nixon, a 101 of McKitty, Sewell, Ian Book, Benny Snell, Terrence Marshall, Eboa, Hafunga, Hamlin, Elijah Moore. Here's a Desmond Howard, Nico Collins to 23 that went to Desmond Howard in the last break. Smith, or in the last case. McMath, Smith, Fahego, Milkney, Mac Jones redemption, Slayton, Gray, Simpson, Phillips, Adavigbo, Newsom, Merrill, Skalnick, Hamlin, Morris, Fisher. We had a Trey Lance, ID, Evans, there's an OE for this break, Tony, Johnson, Vincent, Wallace, White, Johnson, Phillips, Aveningo, Eubanks, Noy, Rice, Gainwell, Morris, Milkney, Demesny, Rochelle, Daniel, there's a Waddle, Puljon, Sewell, Lenore, Roundtree. Tryon, I'm sorry, Thomas, Watson, Wiggins, McKinley, Fryermuth, Mitchell, Watkins, Osai, Radance, Weaver, Bohanna, Kuntz, Smith, Yeboah, and Black. White, Fisher, Chuba Hubbard ID, Evans, Slayton, Ronnie Brown, Felton, Wallace, Mukamu, Sewell, Candu, Pitts, Stills, Roundtree, Marset, McKinley, Patterson, Smith, Josh Rosen, Turner, Thomas, Trace Sermon, Farrell, Brown, Justice, Holland, Bohanna, Leatherwood, Webb, Taylor, Emons, Bolton, Kuntz, Tony, Mills, Jefferson, Jones, Justice, Yaboa, Moore, Puljan, Wade, St. Justice, King, Darden, Watson, Harris, Smith, Stevenson, Turner, McMath, Williams, Candu. There's another Waddle, Grant, Huffanga, Black, Rochelle, Graham, Sewell, Adams, Hazelton, whoever, Stevens, Wiggins, Brown, Nixon, Shelvin, Javante Williams, Mason, Simpson, Morig, Benny Snell, Nixon, Jones, Robinson, Bushman, Rashad, Eskridge, Adams, Bledsoe. A 101, Carlos Basham Jr., Togi, Bynum, Jones, Watson, King, Nico Collins, 101. Nico Collins, 101, Stub. Mason, Davis, Cox. There's an Ehlinger, cracked ice to 23. Osborne, Brown, Sims, Eubanks, Barmore, Mitchell, Nico Collins to 23. Not sure why that's in there. Anna Stearns. One more stack. Phillips, Browning, Stevenson, Brown, Johnson, another 101. This one, Javian Hawkins. Costello, Vincent, Maribel, Fajoko, Adams, Derek Carr, 4 of 10, jersey number. Elijah Moore, Tim Jones, Bushman, Davis, Webb, Leatherwood, Smith, Bledsoe, Levi, and one more little stack. Little, Rashad, Humphrey, Powell, McMath, Smith, Schwartz, Regis, Owie, Vaughns, Fisher, and a Mac Jones campus ID, and a Zach Wilson 3 of 10. Darden, Eccles, Watkins, Patterson, Bushman, and Humphrey. Overall, pretty good 3 cases, guys. Appreciate you being in the break. Long break. Appreciate you staying the whole time. Like I said, there's a break available on eBay, and there's one available in our break room. He might be. We got a WAP. I think it was yesterday. Okay, thanks again. We appreciate it. See you in the next break.